Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to...
Who brings it to the open? Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Gentry. A little screen to the running back. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Just steamrolling the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finds his man down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got a little space. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Handoff from the gun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together. Putting 6 on the board, no matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Now, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Lopez. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the ground with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Utes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooked.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Flores. Flips it out on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice move there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Trying to surge it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my...
Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Quick the air for the score. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 25 over Troy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Utes can really attack on this second and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Catch in the middle. It's Napier.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
To the air on second down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see their...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Dropping back, it's Flores. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back up top on second and 10. That's caught. It's Lopez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's going to take off. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Utes have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Now he's going to break the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Dropping back, it's Gentry. Deep shot for the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
Number 17 on the field.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well,
there he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Off play action. Rush is on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble.
The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Oklahoma State has, and the offense is on the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Flores. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Fires to the tight end. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling right and going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll try to pop the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. They'll go right back to him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Cowboys will try. Them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Turning it on! And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. He's got it on the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. You did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught. Touchdown, Utes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding it right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 39 over Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it quickly on the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. That brings them to within 1. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Reads it, fires complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Gentry. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down and short. On the move. Past the 30. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Running back searching for a hole. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Utes will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.